is too small to be impacted by WW3. Think again. You need to watch this if you think Jamaica is too small to be impacted by WW3. Think again. Alright folks, let's break it down. Jamaica might seem like an island getaway far from world conflicts, but in a global war, no one's an island. Economically, Jamaica depends on tourism, imports, and exports. A global war would tank tourism, disrupt trade routes, and spike prices. Yikes. But it's not just about the economy. Think about alliances. Jamaica is a part of CARICOM and has treaties with major powers like the US. If a global war erupts, these alliances could pull Jamaica into the fray. And let's not forget, the Caribbean has strategic military significance. So Jamaica could become a hotspot, whether it likes it or not. So don't let the beaches fool you. In a world war scenario, Jamaica would definitely feel the heat. Stay curious, stay informed. You need to watch this.
Yeah, when I say call Allah, the apostles of great millstone. Shalom to all the brothers in the island by preaching this word in sincerity and in truth with much honesty. Peace and blessing to the elect of the nation of Israel. I'm the brother Shapar from the GMS Jamaica camp. Yeah, a bit under the weather, but nevertheless, the work to be continued. Anyway, what catch my attention with this video here, you know, is the comments, man, you know, coming under this video. This is a female God's warrior. Oh boy, I tell you. Anyway, Jamaican can actually survive on their own because we grow our own food and the government just enough. Oh boy. Oh boy. You see, and this is the reason why, you know, a lot of you females are get caught out there. You know, you're not only females, you have men with this type of mindset, you know what I mean? You're not forward thinking, you don't know what the hell is going on, you know what I mean? You don't know how, as a island, or dependent, you know, the island is, you know. You know, over the years, the government been basically issuing an alert when it comes down to food security, man. You know, and you can't even say the regular Jamaican sisters don't understand, say, look, you know, we have a delicate situation when it comes down to food. You know, but hey, the Lord set that up, man, because, you know, famine is one of the things that basically gonna hit this island. Now, one would ask if that is possible. Now, she said right here, so Jamaica grow their own food. Let me tell you this, man. 60% of what is eaten in Jamaica, you know, comes from abroad. That's when we're in our normal case, when there's no emergency. Yeah? Now, I can remember during the demic, the 2020 event, you know, most of Jamaica production, the reason why certain farmers or whatsoever produce food to sell to the hotel industry. So when tourism collapsed in the demic, you know, all that food would have a dump, you know. So the produce that Jamaica produced in that time, the produce that Jamaica produced basically is mostly, the most money that make off of it is within the tourism industry. You know, a lot of what Jamaicans eat is not actually Jamaican food. They actually buy food from abroad. And the things that to produce the food where that is whether rare here or grown here comes from abroad. Like for instance, chicken. You know, a lot of things that they give the chicken, what Jamaicans eat every day. Whether it want to be fried chicken, jerk chicken, whatever. That's what Jamaicans eat every day, man. You know, don't forget that chicken come on your table. You know, the things that bring the chicken to perfection. Although it's not perfect, by the way. You know. But to bring that chicken to the point where you come to your dinner table, you know, a lot of things come from abroad. You know. Fertilizers. If you even grow the things them that is grown in Jamaica that, you know, you say we have our own food. You know, because we have our own, you know, means of bringing forth things to feed the whole entire population. You know, we are, you know, seriously affected by anything that happen abroad when it come out to our food security, man. You see me? So I got just go into some scriptures too. You know, bring out some, you know, when some other videos or something showing you know, that, you know, Jake don't know what the hell is going on, man. Don't know what the hell is going on. So can Jamaica see famine? See, most definitely, man. Most definitely. Yeah, most definitely.
I mean, there are winners and there are losers from cheaper imports. And for the consumer, it is a better deal to be able to buy less expensive food. But
so what's going on in Jamaica now in regards to our food security? You have cheaper, even grown produce coming from abroad. You know, so Jamaicans don't buy Jamaica. They buy they become totally dependent on food coming from abroad. See, so there's a lack of farming taking place in Jamaica. There is no profit. So if they not sell food mainly to the tourism sector, you know, money don't really make off of food here in Jamaica. That's what's going on. Yeah. So very quickly, man, Jamaica can end up in a situation where, you know, everybody's starving to death. And we'll get down into that.
if you take it to the extreme, people have to have a source of income to buy any food. And if there's not production happening in Jamaica, then people aren't going to have any income to buy, or much income at all to buy anything. And so you could think of it from the farmer's perspective, that people have lost their source of income. And so what good is it to them if the food in the marketplace is cheaper, unless there's some other endeavor into which they can go to earn that.
Jamaican farmers are discouraged from planting, man. And them not plant, you know, that abundant, you know, no, enough Jamaicans don't see farming as not important, so them don't farm. So yeah, very little farmers that we have, them not see it as important to produce a whole lot of food, you know what I mean, when it's gonna be wasted because people rather buy the cheaper food coming from abroad. Yeah, so that's the you know, what do I call it? No, the result of not buying Jamaica, you know, collapsing our own farming.
The money that it would take to buy the imported food. So yeah, I guess it's a short run gain for low income consumers. Many economists are concerned that the Jamaican economy is becoming a place that doesn't produce much of anything. Well, if you take the example of the imported food, I mean, obviously, recently there have been big spikes in food prices, and you know, the Food and Agriculture Organization and relief organizations have talked about how many people have been pushed into poverty and malnutrition because food has become more expensive. And so clearly, if you've given up your domestic agricultural sector, if mostly it's gone, it's disappeared, then you're very vulnerable to what happens in other countries. I mean, I think that a lot of people...
There's a war, just like if we did at the front, you know, any crisis at all, any crisis, Jamaica will plunge in a food crisis, you know, not very long after. So the video was on point when it come on to if there's a war or another crisis going on internationally and there's a blockade or anything stopping import, export, you know, Jamaica will get a serious blow. So when Jamaicans seen go down on the market and say produce on the counter and them thing, they say chuck them coming in every weekend, it doesn't mean that, you know, all Jamaican is eating from that. All Jamaican is not eating from the produce that go to the market. Most Jamaicans eat rice every day, straight through. We have Jamaicans eat rice, man. Rice for lunch, rice for dinner. You know what I mean? Rice and grains, let's call it grains, because things that come from corn and flour. That's what most Jamaicans eat. Yeah? Baked products, you know, that come from wheat. Know that Jamaica import wheat, man? We import rice and we import wheat. Yeah? Corn. Yeah? Most of what we eat daily. That's what it come from, man. Even sugar. you know, if you look at the packages that are going to the supermarket and take out, look at majority of the packages, man. Not because it's a Grace and them Grace Kennedy and whatsoever and Lasco watch. Look at the package and see where they were packages. They were packaged, man. A lot of these things not even packaged in Jamaica. So them things, same thing here where you think of Jamaican products are shipped to Jamaica. You know what I mean? You people don't want what the hell is going on, man. You see?
Think of food as a different sort of product. It's so basic to human survival that people want to know that they can produce the food they themselves or their community or their nation would need to survive. You don't want to feel that you're depending on other people to have the food.
And that's what's going on. You know, there's a dependence, you know, on what we eat. Yeah. 90% of what we eat, you know what I mean? Not even come from Jamaica. We don't look for it really and truly. Because it's either we eat flour, something put into flour, or we are eat something pertaining to rice, man. The chicken, you can't, even though the chicken produced here in Jamaica, you can't even say the chicken is from Jamaica because everything that a chicken grow, you know, I mean, everything that is used on the farm come from abroad, man. It's crazy, you know. So, the scripture says, who is blind but my servant Jacob? Oh boy. You know. Yeah, you see, when I looking at the scriptures, there's a consistency, you know, in regards to what's gonna happen, man, you know, upon the earth. You see, the Lord himself said what gonna happen at the end, man, and every time the Lord speak, and every time the scripture speak, famine never was excluded from the plagues that are the calamities that are coming. And famine is coming, man. And we're just showing, you know, that the presidents, you know, are the, you know, the possibility of things like that happening, and that's what's gonna happen, man. And that's a possibility. That's what's gonna happen. And the Lord foretold that we're gonna see famine, man. But just to show you that it's not nothing far off, you know. This is 2 Ezra 16 and verse 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? You know, the Lord Yahweh Shemeshai, that's who we're looking forward to, you know, for deliverance. Yeah. You see, we're gonna laugh in famine, man. That the scripture said we're gonna do. But anyway, it said, the beginning of sorrows and of great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death. Because that's what's coming to you people, man. But Jamaica have our own food already. Niggas are ignorant. Okay? The beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, and what shall I do when these evils shall come? You see, a lot of you women not gonna know what to do, man. Because you see, that's the mindset that these women, they feel like everything is alright. Everything is okay. It's always gonna be okay. Being optimistic, as they would say. Yeah. Being optimistic, man. You know, Jamaica have their own food. Like, really, man? You know, we don't have to depend on nobody abroad. What you plant since recently? Well, enough for you. Basically, even if you listen to the video, what you plant since recently? You see, because at the end of the day, you know, you see all these farms and these farmers, basically, it's going to be burdened when everybody can't get imported things. You know, the farming community is going to be burdened, man. People are going to be starving in these cities, man. And guess what they want to do? They want to run into your farm, kill you, and take and reap down the farm. So they're not even going to reap the farm in a way that they can get food next week or next month again. They're going to mash down everything, trying to get things to eat, man. So there's no second time around when them pass through. Niggas are crazy, man. You see? Let me show you one instance. What happened in the 2020 event. You see, you people don't learn.
In the meantime, the world is navigating uncharted waters as the coronavirus forces nations into survival mode. Some leaders have already indicated that whatever they...
This is just a small crisis, man. We don't see a major crisis such as a world war where, you know, trade blockade and them things that start to happen, man. You niggas don't know what the hell, you know, you're going to face, man. Yeah?
Use is reserved firstly for their own citizens. The pandemic is also forcing more countries to look inward for sustenance. So what about Jamaica? Andrew Laidley.
So, you see, when there's a crisis, countries look out for them own citizens, them keep what them have and not exporting it. See? So people start to put things that feed them own storehouse. So they come on to things pertaining to energy. Yeah. Even that to energy, meaning, you know, you're not going to have water coming through your pipe, or you're not going to have electricity, because a lot of the material that is needed to produce these different services, you know, it's highly dependent on things happening from abroad. See, so you people don't know how fragile the situation is. Yeah?
Has been tracking that story and joins me now. Andrew, what is the level of threat to Jamaica?
Well, Vashan, about 60% of the food consumed in Jamaica is imported. So, as you can imagine, the threat level is high. And with countries already implementing a ban on food export, Jamaica's vulnerability is increasing. Let's take a look at the imported food basket for a second. It's important to note that it's not just finished goods. We import large quantities of agricultural raw material, which is then processed and passed on to end users. So let's take a look at your everyday produce. It's like wheat, rice, corn, and sugar. Let's put things into context though. A food export ban could be devastating for Jamaica if, for example, we are not able to import wheat. Now that essentially means baked products like bread, cake, donuts, etc. would be out of production because there would be no flour. Or consider no rice or animal feed to maintain livestock. That's the grim reality of a food-dependent nation. As you'll hear in this report, that's why Jamaicans are being encouraged to start implementing a one-day local food ban.
For Jamaicans that feel that, well, you're patriotic, but you buy everything foreign, you're not really patriotic. You're just fooling yourself.
A damning critique from the president of the Jamaica Agricultural Society, Lenworth Fulton. He's confident that Jamaica has adequate food supply for at least the next 6 months.
All right. So during that the 2020 event, you know, we have 6 months supply of food, and if the thing they get worse, guess what that happen? Cut that, slash that in divide that by 2, man. With a run of food, dividing that by 2. If the crisis they even get worse. So sure, you know, that look how delicate the thing is, man. Look how delicate the thing is. And the thing is, supermarkets needs to be reloaded with stock every 3 days. And that's when the emergency is not going on. So you have to slash that, you know, you have to divide that by how many times when there's an emergency going on. Look at when a storm is coming. The supermarket shelves are empty. When there's an emergency, people tend to try to grab up more food. And I can remember in the 2020 event, you know, certain places people run out of food by just the lockdowns, man. And the government trying to ration things to them. You know, like some crackers and some, you know, some Lasco and crackers and all them type of things. Yeah. By the way, this video is for fair use. You know what I mean? We're not using it to make no money. You know, copyright disclaimer, by the way. Yeah. So to show how fragile the situation is. So when a Negro,
If you think Jamaica is too small to be
when a Negro making stupid ass comments like this, he was a God's warrior. If you see, this is what the Lord is not dealing with these women, man. You are not a prophet. Thing is, you're not a prophet, man. You're a warrior of God. You need to go and learn to go wash clothes and cook a decent meal for your husband. Yeah? God, this is nonsense here. And being a man of God, this is what we're supposed to warn against, man. Warn against famine and all them type of things that is coming, man. You out here thinking that everything is going to be okay. Yeah? What a joke, man. What a joke. Total dependencies. Get some more priests up here. We're already gone. Place already. It say, behold, famine, plague, tribulation, and anguish are set as scourges for an amendment. I see a bunch of wicked ass things going on in Jamaica here, man. Hobby and all type of thing. You think someone not gonna pay for them something there? You don't think we're not gonna pay? Embracing hobby, embracing witchcraft, homosexuality, and all them other things that you basically on the island doing here, man. All type of folly. The scripture say, yo, it's easy a shame to mention some of the things I want to do in the dark. Yeah? Beer things are going on here, so. So this is what the Lord have as a remedy for you Negroes, man. You know, and by the way, you're not Jamaicans, you have a tribe of Benjamin, predominantly. Predominantly have a tribe of Benjamin, and guess what? You're gonna get them scourges, man. From your daddy. Your daddy gonna put licks on you. And let alone America. You see, you depend on America for everything, man. America will be starving just the same, man. They will be no food over there in America. You see them farmers be buying up all them farms. Them big corporation buying up them farms, man. You see, the little farm, them wait, you know, you maybe could have run into them not gonna exist. You know? So Yeah, so many things happening to bring this famine, man. Yeah, boy, all you do is go and look, man. Do some research, find out the security of food in the world. This is Revelation 18 and 8. It said, therefore shall our plagues come in one day, death, mourning, famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. This is America that you depend on for a lot of things that you eat also. Yeah? So famine is going to be over there. It's going to be burnt. The total destruction going on over up on the side of the world over this. Man. Hey, trust me. It's not going to pretty, man. As the prophet said, woe is me, woe is me. He said, for strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her. And this is the Lord's doing. The Lord is what basically is bringing this, man. And as I speak about how people basically gonna react when time there's a shortage in food, especially in the cities, man. Scripture speak to that. This is Ezekiel 7 and 14. You say they have blown the trumpet even to make ready, but none go into the battle. For my wrath is upon the multitude thereof. The sword is within, and pestilence and famine without. The sword is without, and pestilence and famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword. Seeing so outside the cities, man, many things gonna be happening, man. You see, a man when I feel I say man doing farming and them thing there, and a man gonna rush in your farm to get your food. Cause him hungry. You now come and say, oh, may I beg you one banana. Come and chop down the whole of your banana them. So as we said, none now go left for next week because when them raid your farm can't produce nothing again. So this show you how quick, shortages will come. A matter of fact, you see, I can remember in the 2020 event, the very fact that the hotel industry, shut down, a lot of food that was produced for the hotel industry was dumped and destroyed. Yeah? And farmers not going back to farm because of the loss. So when there's an emergency like that, when tourism and all them things are cut off, that's like what the video said. The food that was produced for the hotel industry is going to be cut off, and the farmers going to do the same thing like what they did when in the 2020 event, because they're not that smart. They don't say, oh, we're going to do it now because, Jamaican people are going to. They never said that in the 2020 event time, and they're not going to say it this time around. See? So they won't be in that much produce. So you see, you can't even say, oh, well, at least we have hope of farm down, so where we're, just like the first emergency when the food get dumped, I see way that happen. It says sword. It said the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. It said, he that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. Because it can't be going nowhere. There's nothing in the supermarket, man. You don't have no backyard food. And even if I have it, it would be raided. Man, not gonna raid your house. Food you have it, you can't eat, man. Yeah? Because of the lack of bread, the scripture said. Yeah. See, so this is what coming, man. This is what coming. Let's finish playing a video and then
happens after that is anyone's guess. It brings the island's long-standing food security problem to the fore, but not because food isn't being produced locally. These stacks of vegetable produce are proof that Jamaica is producing.
The reason why they are producing is for the hotel industries, man. This is the only reason why. Because Jamaicans don't buy Jamaican things. Most of the hotel industry buy, these type of products. We are eating foreign things, and meanwhile the foreigners eating our things. Because the things that are coming from foreign, they do good. You see, all them potatoes and them things that are coming from America, those things are not good, man, to eat, man. But hey, you see, and this is the reason, because the hotel industry, people eat the best of best over there. That's why they eat the things from Jamaica and not from abroad. But you niggas are stupid, man.
As global food trade tightens, Jamaican farmers complain that some of these produce are rotting in the fields because people refuse to eat Jamaican.
Over 40,000 pound of ripe tomatoes spoil now.
And this one?
Over 40,000, and this is how we leave. So, as you can see, this is the smaller one them. This is the smaller one them. Then so they're not the green one them. And they must stay and spoil again because the boss is not sure if I come back and for the rather business.
All of this that you see out here, I probably have more on this on the ground. I think Jamaicans don't even eat vegetable because, as you can see, we have too much vegetable spoiling for us to have a problem with feeding ourselves.
That's the result of the tourism fallout, which has left a glut on the market.
Okay,
The
a lot of these produce was sold to the tourist sector. So because there was no traveling at the time of the pandemic, the food did have fed up and dump. You think them farmers go back to plant? They never go back to produce because there was no tourism. And you see, they wasn't thinking about, the people wasn't thinking about the fact that, imports and things that are imported that they eat, they never took into account that, look, that how disappear at some point. So them need to keep the farmers them in mind, that they can continue to produce food that they can eat. You know what I mean? So they never have a plan B. Yeah? They never have a plan B, and you see, they never learn. It's kind of thing is, Negroes don't learn from certain things, man. Anytime a crisis come again, guess what? We can bet your money that the same thing is gonna happen. So coupled with shortages, coupled with the emergencies, you know what I mean? The food is gonna collapse instantly. Even if the mass production that happened in Jamaica gonna collapse instantly. Food are gonna rotten. Yeah, and I'm gonna wish them that sustain them, support the farmers to sustain certain things. And you see, the Lord is the one who set this up in a way where to intensify, the plagues that basically is coming, man. Yeah. So we always call the Lord Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Hashem, Raka Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.